Angela Deem and Michael Ilisami's relationship has been nothing short of a roller coaster ride. From dramatic breakups to unforgettable reunions, they've kept us hooked with their explosive moments. But now, it seems like Michael's recent actions have a lot more to do with money than we originally thought. I mean, could it be that after dumping Angela, he's now playing the poor me card in hopes of gaining some sympathy? Let's dive into the latest developments, as Michael seems to be crying poor, and the reasons behind it could surprise you. If we rewind a bit, Michael was often seen as the one trying to appease Angela, and that dynamic was a big part of their storyline. Angela, with her fiery attitude and no-nonsense approach, was always the one who seemed to be in control. Michael, on the other hand, was the one who'd backpedal, try to smooth things over, and keep the peace. But that's changed, and now, Michael seems to be shifting gears. After their split, Michael didn't waste time making it clear that he was no longer living under Angela's thumb. It wasn't just the physical distance between them that grew, but also the emotional one. As we all know, Angela's hard to deal with. She's outspoken, demanding, and often doesn't hold back when it comes to expressing her feelings. Michael, though, was more reserved. And once he started to put some distance between them, things started to shift in his life. However, this recent wave of poor me posts and complaints from Michael does raise some questions. Why now? Why after the breakup? We've seen Michael post about his financial woes on social media, even hinting that he's struggling without Angela's support. But many fans are starting to suspect that these financial issues are a carefully crafted strategy. Could Michael be playing on the sympathy of his fans and the 90 Day Fiancé audience to manipulate the situation? It's no secret that money has been a recurring theme in Michael and Angela's relationship. There were countless moments where Angela would complain about how much she's been supporting Michael financially, as well as their constant discussions about how Michael is trying to find a way to make money on his own. These conversations have often come with a lot of tension, as Angela has been vocal about feeling like she's carrying the financial weight of their marriage. In some of his recent posts, Michael has been painting a picture of himself as a man struggling to make ends meet, and it's almost as though he wants viewers to believe that his life is falling apart without Angela by his side. But here's the thing. Michael's no stranger to the financial perks of being a 90 Day Fiancé star. He's been paid handsomely for his appearances on the show, and let's not forget his social media presence, which has likely brought in some cash too. So, what's really going on here? Why would Michael play the poor card after the breakup? Could it be that he's trying to win back the sympathy of Angela's fans, hoping they'll rally behind him? Or is this just another one of his strategies to extract more from Angela emotionally or even financially? One of the things that's been striking about Michael's recent posts is how he's made sure to highlight the loneliness and emptiness he feels without Angela. He's been showing pictures of himself alone, talking about how he misses the good times they had, but he's also been quick to talk about his struggles. Is this a genuine cry for help, or is he trying to sway the public's perception of him? When we look at Angela's side of things, it's clear that she's been vocal about the emotional toll the relationship has taken on her. Angela has been through a lot in her relationship with Michael, and while we might not always agree with her approach, it's evident that she's hurt by the constant ups and downs. But at the same time, Angela has never been shy about her financial contributions to their relationship. She's often bragged about supporting Michael, which is a huge point of tension in their relationship. With Michael's latest posts about money problems, some fans believe that he's simply trying to provoke a reaction from Angela, maybe even guilt her into helping him out financially. But there's a twist. As much as Michael might be crying poor, he still seems to be living a life of luxury compared to the average person. He's been spotted in expensive clothes, living in a relatively nice apartment, and even flaunting some of the perks of his social media fame. It's worth noting that this isn't the first time we've seen Michael throw out financial complaints after a breakup. It almost feels like a pattern for him. Some viewers are starting to wonder if he's only after one thing: money. Whether it's from Angela or the 90 Day Fiancé franchise, Michael has been in the spotlight for a while now, and it's hard to ignore that his financial struggles could very well be a strategy to keep his name relevant. As the drama unfolds, one thing is certain: Michael's actions will continue to spark debate. While some fans feel for him and believe his money woes are real, others are skeptical, questioning whether this is all a part of a bigger plan. Could Michael be using his financial struggles to manipulate Angela's emotions or even gain sympathy from fans? Or is he genuinely in need of financial assistance? At the end of the day, Michael and Angela's complicated relationship has always been driven by both love and money. And with Michael's recent move to paint himself as the victim, the story is bound to take even more twists and turns. Only time will tell whether Michael's financial struggles are genuine, or if this is just another chapter in the ongoing saga of the 90 Day Fiancé franchise. 90 Day Fiancé star Angela Deem will surely be involved in a new season of 90 Day, The Single Life, and here's every reason I think why. Angela has been a part of reality TV since 2018, when she first starred in 90 Day Fiancé, before the 90 Days Season 2. Angela had a Nigerian boyfriend she was going to meet in person for the first time and had auditioned for the spin-off knowing her story would grab eyeballs. Angela was right. She was, after all, seasoned and well aware of how reality TV worked by then. It was much later that I came across clips of Angela from shows like Trisha and Maury. Angela had always wanted to become famous. She knew that screaming on TV got her fame. She decided to keep up with the yelling on all the other spin-offs she kept getting cast in year after year, making her lots of money as a celebrity. I kept reading about the petitions fans created to have Angela fired, but nothing really affected her stardom. Not even the way she mistreated Michael Ilesanmi on camera, proving it may have been an act with Michael involved. In July 2024, Angela was openly addressing rumors about her on social media. I tuned into one of her TikTok lives where Angela had claimed that she was done with reality TV. It often happens that these reality TV stars act a certain way because they want to be left alone. In the same manner, Georgia woman Angela claimed, "Listen, after this season, bye-bye." The next step for Angela in the industry now that her husband has passed away was to be pictured enjoying her new single life, and Angela couldn't do away with the paps. In one of her TikTok lives, Angela seemed to have found a solution to ending rumors about her single life appearance. "Yeah, remember, I told you I'm gonna be in a movie," said Angela, wanting fans like me to think her reality TV career had now been replaced with Hollywood dreams. However, her supposed research on Reddit seemed to now suggest that Angela had been fired from the franchise, and it was why she was leaving reality TV. Angela said, "I'm still with TLC. I am in the live." She was trying her best to let the network know that she was irreplaceable, and so were they. She called herself loyal and added that they treated her well. She declared her love for the production company. Angela confessed that some things did not look right, but they were all grown-ups and she was doing okay after deciding she had made a choice. Angela obviously hadn't been fired from the network. Just her removing the show's name from her Instagram bio doesn't mean that Angela will never be on 90 Day Fiancé or any of their spin-offs. In fact, Angela has been a key cast member for them for ages. I was never surprised when Angela was announced as a cast member because she became the most discussed person in that season. In my opinion, the showmakers should have posted a new statement and hinted at a possible showdown between them and Angela. It's not happened yet. The rumors of Angela being kicked out of the 90 Day Fiancé franchise started when she went live on TikTok on February 26, 2024, to announce Michael had disappeared. Angela had waited for 3 days to reveal she needed help from fans to find him. She was distraught, but fans didn't care that Michael was missing. I, for one, was certain that Michael had run away on purpose, and Angela was under the impression that something had happened to him. Since she revealed this information just days after being announced as an HEA couple, she was accused of spoiling her storyline. What further fueled rumors that Angela had been unceremoniously dropped from the show was her not showing up in Season 8 until Episode 10. Interestingly, all this time, viewers only hoped that Angela had been fired but never said anything about Michael, who was the reason why Angela had to come on social media and cry for help. Angela hadn't ruined the reality TV empire she'd so meticulously built for so many years just for it to come crashing down like this. Angela had crafted a personality that kept her relevant on screen. Year after year, she took on the persona of an angry, jealous American woman who was always worried about her Nigerian husband scamming her. She played it to the T on screen because off-screen she was working hard to get Michael a visa and fulfill his dream. Whether fans liked her or not, Angela was the most well-known name cast in any season she was a part of. I think that was why the network never fired her for all these years, despite her bad behavior. It looks like Angela could even be filming a new show right now. She's being secretive about it like she always has. Angela's hair has often been mocked for its sorry state, but now she has thick, long hair that's well taken care of. I think it's the best Angela has ever looked. Her makeup has been perfect, and her skin is glowing in her recent pictures where she wore a red flowy top with slim black pants. I love that Angela is finally looking her age. She's doing revenge right and is ready to face the camera again. Another hint Angela is returning to the franchise is her actively showing interest in other cast members in public. Angela is single. It allows her to have some fun. I think this is the kind of fun that is making enough headlines for it to be discussed in a spin-off and getting a fellow cast member involved in her 90 Day Fiancé storyline. Angela might have her latest crush, Razvan Seokoy, or Scott Warren make a special appearance in her storyline. Both Razvan and Scott need work in America, and Angela is kind enough to help them out. 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Star Michael Ilesanmi is hinting at a reunion with Angela Dean. A year after he came to the US, Michael from Nigeria had a difficult time getting a K-1 visa when he was dating Angela. The pair had met through Facebook messages, and Michael was almost 20 years younger than Angela. Michael suggested they could get a spousal visa by getting married in Lagos. However, Michael and Angela were still separated by distance for 4 years. Michael's visa was approved by Christmas 2023, but he left Angela just 2 months after living with her in America. It appears Michael fears that he could get deported if Angela wins the legal battle. His latest Instagram update shows Michael joking about surprising someone he has ghosted. Michael reposted a reel from IamCro_B with a man showing up outside someone's door, wrapped in tinsel and singing Jingle Bells off-key. The person who opens the door keeps slamming it on the singing man's face. The caption reads, "Me showing up unannounced at my friend's house this Christmas after I'd self-isolated and ghosted them for weeks." Michael has posted the reel in jest for sure, but it fits his relationship with Angela perfectly. Michael left Angela in February 2024 and hasn't been in contact with her since. He had also shown up outside her door in Christmas 2023 to surprise her family, especially her 6 grandkids, while Angela was inside also pretending to be surprised. Michael celebrated Christmas in Georgia with Angela, her daughters, and her grandchildren. It would be shocking if Michael decided to extend the olive branch to Angela. It was something that Angela had wished for. When Michael went missing from her house, she told the cameras that she was going to see Michael, either in court or on a flight coming back to her. Could it be that Michael decided he could apologize to Angela and ask her to forgive her and settle their argument out of court? Michael has played his cards right so far. He even created a fundraiser to get the fees for his lawyer. Michael might want to save the money considering he doesn't have a job yet. There are also rumors that Michael used the money to buy himself a new car. Michael and Angela getting back together would be the ultimate 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Plot twist. The couple would also get to return to the show for a new season. It would be interesting to see if Angela is still okay with taking Michael back if he apologizes to her. However, Angela will also have to apologize for making Michael's life a living hell, which made him want to move to Texas. One thing all 90 Day Fiancé fans love to do is hate the franchise stars, but I think sometimes cast members are held to an unrealistic standard. Over the years, I've seen a variety of stars appear in the 90 Day Fiancé franchise. Some cast members were more laid back. Take Jasmine Lottonen and Blake Abelard from 90 Day Fiancé Season 7, for instance. The couple did have a few issues, and Blake wasn't sure his high-maintenance fiancé was the one for him. However, the couple got married and fell into the franchise's shadows as they never reappeared on the series again. On the other hand, many other couples have received extra spotlight within the franchise, whether for their successful love stories or for their tumultuous actions. While stars like Paula and Russ Mayfield were becoming franchise favorites, members like Angela Deem and Jasmine Pineda were being dragged through the mud. While I love to hate some of the cast members myself, I'm beginning to notice more similarities between myself, humanity, and these riotous 90 Day Fiancé stars. Stars like Angela and Jasmine act out and take situations to an extreme for a variety of reasons. 3 of the biggest reasons are that they feel disrespected or unheard, which can involve some sort of unhealed traumatic experience. Some stars like Jasmine were cheated on. Other stars like Big Ed Brown were bullied. Meanwhile, others were scammed for money and a green card. These experiences made it difficult to trust, but also made them tolerate behavior they normally wouldn't otherwise. Angela complained countless times about Michael's disrespectful attitude and his double standards. Jasmine often felt disrespected by Gino's actions, which led to her outbursts. This was evident in Before the 90 Days when Jasmine broke down about Gino sending her nudes. When I think of their situations from this point of view, I can recognize how similar my own experiences are to these stars, and I can understand why they act out. I agree, Jasmine and Angela are extremists, but I still find their emotions and actions relatable, because if a couple isn't ready to separate, toxic behaviors generally ensue. This type of behavior can lead to a vicious cycle in the franchise, which is an issue I'm noticing already. In 90 Day Fiancé Season 2, the most notable tumultuous couple appeared on screen, Danielle and Mohamed Jbelai. However, for the most part, the couples were more authentic and seemed to have genuine issues relating to their relationship and the K1 visa in the beginning. Couples gained their notoriety from overcoming the odds of the K1 visa and blending their families together, not because of their arguments or toxicity. However, once stars like Big Ed and Angela appeared on screen, their riotous antics took over the headlines, and they continued to appear on spin-off after spin-off. The casting of newcomers also changed as the franchise was filled with more clout chasers and scammers than true love stories. Any publicity is good publicity, and while we might hope for some stars to be removed, keeping their names in the headlines only brings them more fame. In the end, having negative experiences to draw upon and not having the best examples of love can set these couples up for failure already. Then, because of these experiences, these 90 Day Fiancé couples either struggle to communicate or fail to set healthy boundaries, causing them to accept behavior they normally wouldn't tolerate. I'm sure I'm not the only fan to watch this series and notice some similarities between myself and these stars. While their actions certainly make for great reality TV, I think we could benefit from recognizing how their actions mirror ours. 90 Day Fiancé and its spin-off series air on TLC and are available to stream on Max in the US. Angela Deem from 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, shared a shocking message about Michael Ilesanmi's rumored girlfriend as she tries to have him deported back to Nigeria. The couple got married in January 2020 despite numerous red flags in their relationship, including trust issues. Even after discovering Michael's questionable WhatsApp group and hidden savings, Angela brought him to the United States in December 2023. Unfortunately, their marriage was short-lived as Michael ran away from her home in February 2024. He joined a new group of friends and sparked rumors of dating a much younger woman than Angela. Angela reposted a video from At Women Datings with the title, A Message for Side Chicks. In the video, a woman calls out other women who willingly enter into relationships with married men, stating that, "You aren't special." Angela's message stated, "It wasn't that you were special, you were just the most easy target with the lowest standard." The message continued, "He didn't have to manipulate you or lie to you." The video then compared Angela and Michael's rumored new girlfriend, saying, "The only difference between you and the previous woman isn't that you were special. She found out, you will find out." Angela often shares her personal thoughts on social media, so it's not surprising that she also expressed her opinion about mistresses. In 2018, Angela was in a committed and strong relationship with her estranged husband, Michael. She trusted him and wanted to build a future with him in Georgia. Unfortunately, things didn't go as she had planned after Michael became intimate with a random woman he had helped. He betrayed Angela's trust, permanently damaging his reputation in her eyes. His actions irreversibly changed the dynamic of their relationship, ultimately destroying the sacred bond they once shared. Angela never forgave Michael for the first time he cheated on her. Despite this, she gave him a chance to prove himself, and they got married in 2020. Unfortunately, the marriage didn't resolve anything and led to more problems. Angela became more controlling and less trusting of Michael. Over the years, Michael continued to flirt with other women, and Angela even exposed him on 90 Day Fiancé. She gave him many chances to change, but he never learned. It's understandable that Angela has strong feelings towards his rumored girlfriend, who is one of the reasons their marriage didn't last long.